West City of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
A first down carry for Henry. It's Derrick Henry all alone. He may go. Touchdown. Derrick Henry, 68 yards. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
If we had $1 for every time we heard a team talk about explosive plays and how valuable they are, we probably wouldn't have to work very much. And we just saw a big one there. And then they tried to go explosive again, going for 2.
Yeah, is that a little too risky, you think? Just kick the extra point?
You know, I'm all about getting points. And if I feel good about my kicker, I go ahead and do that. But with that ball at the 2-yard line, going for 2, I think it's awfully tempting for teams nowadays.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
A run now for the rookie out of Georgia. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Hurts to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Well, it's gutsy to go for it in the red zone. The problem there is they were in their own red zone. Why in the world did they do that?
They must have thought they had the exact play call that they needed to go a big way. And I'm still not even buying that one. I'm reaching on
You're
that.
searching.
Actually reaching. But I do know this. On the other side of the field, that coaching staff was screaming at their defense, if you don't handle this one right here, this is a great opportunity for us. Take it away, guys. And they did.
And now excellent field position. Vick to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Michael Vick. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 30 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. They go play action with Hurts. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Third down and 10. Now here's Vick. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Vick now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Past the 60, past the 60. Here we go.
To throw, Vick. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Down the left sideline. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. 38 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing is Hurts. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. On the handoff, Watson. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys...
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.